Good morning, children. This is Shashi here, and today we are going to study moral science, that is, chapter 5, Overlook Others' Fault. This chapter we are going to study. Already I have told you to write and learn the difficult word meanings of this chapter. I hope already all of you must have done. So now we are going to start the chapter. So this is your chapter here, that is, so Yusuf was a very kind Arab. Kind Arab. He always helped the poor and needy. People would flock to Yusuf when they were in trouble or in need. Such was their faith in his kindness that the people thought him next to God. He was much loved and admired for his generous quality. Okay, so you can see here, this man, this this man's name is Yusuf, and he was very kind person. Very kind person. If any person was in difficult, they used to run to Yusuf for the help, and very generously, very in a generous manner, very polite manner, he used to help the needy people. Okay. That's why the people used to considered him next to God. Okay, that if anybody is there after God, then that person is Yusuf. So everybody used to rush toward him for the help. He was very kind person. So many people, you can see here, some people could not bear anyone praising Yusuf. Some people were there who could not bear praising Yusuf. They were extremely jealous of his popularity. Whenever a person talked of Yusuf being divine and man, they would snub him and start speaking ill of Yusuf. Plagued with unbounded jealousy, they got his only son murdered. Okay, so what happened? This man Yusuf was very kind and he was loved by most of the people. But some people, always you'll find some people that they used to jealous. They have the feeling of so much jealous and hatred towards the Yusuf, that why every people praise him. So when some of the few people used to have jealous feeling towards Yusuf, and if anybody talks about Yusuf to those persons praising Yusuf, then they used to get angry, that why do you talk always about Yusuf? He is not God. He is not like that. Okay, because of jealous they used to speak. In such jealous and hated manner, some his only son, only one son he was having, and he was murdered. His son was murdered because of that jealous and hated feeling. Okay, now this made Yusuf as sad as any father in such a state would be, but he had great faith in God. He had faith in his justice. He got himself busy all the more doing good deeds and always praise to God. He said, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference between them. This lessened him misery and gave him peace of mind. So his son was murdered, Yusuf's son was murdered, and he was in great sorrow. He was very sad. But still, he didn't stop doing good things. He didn't stop doing good things. And he prays to God that give me wisdom that I can do these things more and more. Okay? So, Thus, by and by, Yusuf was able to overcome his grief. Then, one day, suddenly there was an unusual occurrence. A stranger knocked at his door and begged for shelter, food, and clothes. He said, "Sir, I want shelter, food, and clothes. Moreover, I also want protection as the police is chasing me against a murder charge. They want to somehow nab me." So, by doing good things, Yusuf overcome from his sorrowness and sadness. Then suddenly, what happened? One day, a person knocked his door. You can see here, a person knocked his door and he asked the help from Yusuf. So this person is asking help from Yusuf. That help me. I need your protection. I want your protection and food and clothes and shelter from you. Some police is chasing me. He is saying that police is chasing me, so please protect me. Okay, then see what happened. So his strange and truthful disclosure surprised Yusuf for a moment. However, Yusuf gave him complete protection and safety as long as he stayed there. Not only did Yusuf provide him with safety, but he also bade his servant to arrange for his bath, good pairs of clothes, a hearty meal, and a comfortable bed thereafter. The stranger spent a peaceful night after a sumptuous meal. Early in the small hours of the morning, Yusuf woke him up and said, "My dear friend, it is still dark outside and it is good time for you to escape. Here is a bag full of gold and horse to help you escape easily. Otherwise, you could be in trouble." Okay, so what he's saying. So one day he was getting this person this person was getting good food, clothes, and bed. He Yusuf also said to his servant that please take care of this person properly, provide him good food and proper bed to live, to sleep, and everything. Then one day Yusuf came to him with some money and told that, "My dear friend, please, it is dark night, so I'm providing you one horse. You can see here at the back, horse is there. Okay, so I'm providing you the horse, so you escape from here. Police can any moment he can come and catch you and arrest you. So it's dark night, you can escape from here." Okay, then what happened? So Yusuf's kindness moved the stranger so much that his inner voice forced him to confess that he was none other than his son's murderer. You can see here, he was his only son's murderer, and as such, Yusuf could hand him over to the police instead. So, saying, the stranger stood silently and awaited his victim's death. However, Yusuf took this in his stride and said, "My dear, it hardly matters. Your life is precious. Cross over to safety as soon as you can." In this darkness, he also advised him to settle down away from this land, as here he was a wanted man. So, what happened? This man confessed. This man confessed to Yusuf that he was so much impressed, and he was so much moved from his heart, that he confessed that, "Sir, I am the murderer of your son. Please hand over, give me the punishment of my deed, whatever I have done. So hand over me to the police." So what did it say? He said, "No, dear, your life is also precious. Also, it's still dark night, you can escape from here. Okay, so this Yusuf's kindness and generosity impressed him so much from inside that he was totally changed from inside, and he confessed that I am the murderer of your son. So please hand over me to the police. He was so much touched from Yusuf's behavior. Okay. Yusuf's forgiveness was really so divine that the stranger refused to take advantage of it. He wanted to surrender and atone, atone for his sin. But Yusuf said, my son can't come to life at any cost, but your life certainly must be precious for your family. So you should go and look after them. The stranger was so moved by Yusuf's divine behavior that it changed his heart altogether. He took a vow to never hurt or harm anybody. Yusuf said a little prayer, O God, forgive him for his fault and give me strength to overcome my sorrow. It must have indeed been a very grueling test of Yusuf's patience it, for it is very difficult to overlook others' fault. Equally difficult is the task to own up to one's mistake. Both need inner strength and courage. It is a virtue and a great human quality to overlook others' fault. You have to be large hearted and broad minded enough to eschew and overlook hurts heaped on you, no matter if these hurts are given by foes or friends. Okay, so what do we learn from here? So this man you can see, he is accepting his mistake. He is accepting his sin, not mistake, we cannot say mistake, sin, and saying that please hand over me to the police. But Yusuf said that no dear, whatever you have done, it can't be, means whatever you have done, we cannot do anything to it. My son cannot come back again. My son cannot come back again, but your life is very precious for your family. Who will look after your family? So your life is very precious for your family, so you'll have to go and look after your family. Okay, after murdering his son also, how politely he is responding to this person. You can see how large hearted person Yusuf was. Okay, so he helped him to escape. Okay, so this chapter, what lesson we get from this chapter? That if somebody has hurt you, you have to be large hearted, no matter the person who has hurten you is your friend or your foes. Okay, so you'll have to be large hearted, and you have to be polite, large hearted, and the person like Yusuf. Okay, so this was all about this chapter. So the exercise will discuss in the next class. Okay, see you in the next class. Have a nice day. Thank you.